What is up, everybody? How's it going, Minato and Zombie? Hopefully you're both doing well. I've had the shittiest time with my camera since I've been home. This thing's all out of tune. Anyway, hopefully most things go well other than that tonight. I've been so fucking aggravated with this thing. Anyway, gonna try to get things going. There's actually no Rival Wings going on tonight. That's actually out of my hands. I was hoping there would still be matches going on, but there's not. There's not at all. Steven, what's up? And Mira, hello. But, yeah. Rival Wings already died for the night. Unfortunately, I didn't even get to play. Apparently, there's some people still in queue. But I just feel like it's a waste of time. Honestly, I've already followed the Discord fairly well, and it looks like it's just not gonna happen tonight, which is okay. I'm still gonna be here tonight, and I'm actually going to, well, I don't know. I'll see what I can do. Let's see what's going on now. Yeah, I could run some Read the Snakes, little Seiryu action. Who knows? Although this is a clear for a friend party, so it's pretty unlikely that that one's going anywhere. But yeah, I might do that, might do some Yojimbo, who knows? And if you've noticed, I've got the in-game music playing tonight. I figured I'd be ready. Shadowbringers is gonna come, and again, this is my last stream of Stormblood, and I won't be back in Final Fantasy XIV until Shadowbringers does get here. And, figured tonight we can enjoy the in-game music. It's been a while since I've actually let it play. So what's everybody else been doing today? Zombie, Minato, Mira, Steven? Hopefully all of you had a great Tuesday. You got anything going on in the game right now that you're working on? When I saw that the Rival Wings was actually down tonight, I was so tempted to just play Nier, but I'd already told everybody I'd be here, and plus I actually wanted to be here the last night, actually christen the night. Not gonna be long, and we're all gonna be in Shadowbringers. And luckily, I got this Friday off for anybody that doesn't follow the Discord, so I'm not gonna be here at 5 AM when it launches. I know it's gonna be one hell of a fiasco, but I will be on sometime midday on Friday. It's gonna be somewhere between 2 and 4, and I don't necessarily mean 3. It just depends on, like, when Friday hits, I'm just gonna do everything that I've gotta do in one day for the whole weekend in one day. Pay bills, get food, etc. Stock up on stuff. And then, hopefully, let me try this. Oh my god, this camera. It's a little bit better. Reality? No, we're good. We're good. I'm watching at your camera. Rez, what's up? Working on your Pegasus mount. That's good. Gonna try and gear your gatherers tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. I feel ya. Cooking some food in the oven, but once it's done, you'll be getting on. Cool. What you cooking, Minato? Just now renewed your sub, about to pop on to use a Fantasia to be ahead on Friday. Feel ya? Cool. Wake up at 5 AM, do it. No. Like, there's no way it would happen. One, I don't get off work until 11 anyway, and as soon as I get off work, I cannot go to sleep. It's the cool thing about being a streamer at this time. I'm just winding down, hanging out with you guys, and after my streams, always eat and go right to bed. That's usually like 4 AM though when I pass out. So that's why I already know I'm not gonna be there on release. Like, because of my life already, I wouldn't be there, and so on and so forth. Plus, I really don't want to have to deal with that mess. I know exactly what it's like day one. We're probably going to have emergency maintenance because they've been so proud that they think they're not going to have one that I think they've just jinxed the process, and we're definitely going to have one. I could be wrong. I'm just realistically thinking about the situation. Chicken nuggets. Nice. Classic. It's been a while since I've had some good old chicken nuggets. Alright. Let's see what's up. Dumb Snake for Smart People. What a name. I guess I'm just gonna make my own. If anybody wants to pop in on it, it's cool. I'm just gonna run some Seiryu for now. We'll see how it goes from here. Just a chill knot in Final Fantasy XIV. I have no goals, but I like that as well. Just kind of like doing whatever tonight. I'm definitely changing this from 380 to at least 390. I just feel like that's the standard right now. I mean, it's very easy to have 390 gear. Dojin Totem Farm for Totem. Almost put it. Alright, it's up there. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go to the Gold Saucer. If you're not playing, you normally watch the stream on your TV. Cool. You get the big ton. Sorry, I gotta get adjusted here. Hey, Rez is in the party. Hell yeah, Rez. Glad to have you. And hopefully you've been having a great night as well, Rez. Maybe. Maybe not. 252. No! 108. Last one. Ugh, fingers crossed for the 10,000. No, seriously. Maybe. No, 720. Could have been worse, though. Could have been better, though, as well. You're rusty on this fight, so we'll see how it goes. At least you're red mage, so you can heal yourself a little bit if you need to. Just don't get hit, that's all. And that's good, Mira. It's reset day. You can do the fashion report again. Really? Is that already a thing? I should go do that, because I feel like Friday I'm going to be so engulfed into the game that I'm going to forget. Sorry, Gil. I feel like this is my biggest spendage right here. Travel. I mean, I really don't spend Gil on anything in this game. I just teleport all over the place. I probably also need some repairs on my guy, which is also another spot where my Gil tends to go. It's such a shame that Rival Wings died so early tonight. Like, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad Rez is in the party, but damn it, I wanted to play some Shadowbringers. Not Shadowbringers, but Rival Wings. Sorry, I definitely do also want to play Shadowbringers, though. You can tell it's on my mind. Man, my brain. I'm actually really tired today as well, so bear with me. I didn't have a bad day. I actually had a really good day. It just lasted forever. What is this minion? Conditional virtue? What and how? Maybe it's a Eureka thing. Oh yeah, not while I'm here. Repairs. You know, we could have waited. Wasn't that bad. It feels almost emotional. I hate to say it, but it does almost feel like almost emotional. Yeah, I can't do it right now. Can't do that until like 4 a.m. on. Okay, I guess I've done that since. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I can't do it right now. It's one of the Eureka dungeon bosses. Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. How was my day? It was... Slow days are the worst. Yeah, it was slow. That was it, basically. It's just... slow. Don't know if Fashion Report resets on Tuesday? You've only started doing it? Yeah, it doesn't. Not yet. Actually, I think it does. It's just not late enough. Which doesn't make any sense. Now I'm just baffled and confused. Either way. There's free company buffs to reduce Gil from travels. Honestly, if we ever use any, like, we don't always use them, but if we ever use any, usually it's, for experience gain, helping out people at the Gold Saucer, which I'm the worst at it. Like, everybody else in here definitely helps out a lot, with keeping these up. Yeah, right now it's currently on Heat of Battle. All the first mates in the free company spend all these things. Like, I mean, I'm like a place card here. They make sure everything is functioning well. Hello, Joe. Okay, bear with me here. I gotta adjust this thing a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm back to normal. Once I adjust that. Sorry, girl. This is a quilt, actually. In reality, it's just kind of like chilling here. And I flung it over and forgot Choco was laying on the other end over there. When I flung it over, it just landed right on top of her. She gave me that what the hell look. Okay, last adjustment here. Yeah, much better. Ooh. Good deal. What's up, Chaz? When he wasn't nerfed. People, what? Huh? He's from Final Fantasy XI. He was insanely broken and nobody could beat him until like 2 years later. He was nerfed. That sounds about right. And was beatable. When he wasn't nerfed, people would just spend literally days fighting him. Taking turns, getting out of sleep. And that is intense. Honestly, it's cool that people exist out there that are willing to play content like that, but let me tell you, it also sucks that they exist, because the fact that they keep playing content like that and doing things like that, for the people who refuse to do shit like that, me, it just makes it worse. It took them 2 years to buff that, or yeah, to whatever the fuck that thing. Just knock him down a notch. People taking shifts out of their lives, trying to eat, sleep, possibly shit, and then play Final Fantasy XI. I mean, that's... I get it, but it's like the 1%, like Ultimate on here. I would try Ultimate if I knew I was with a group that we could just not instantly get a win. You know, work for a win. Work for a win, that's always awesome, because when you actually achieve that goal, it is an amazing feeling. And then it's so much different than having something that's so difficult that you can't beat it. Like, there's the fine line to be drawn. And though there's like 2 people in the world that can beat shit like that, which I know there's more, it's the 1% of the game usually playing, the people who seek that for some reason. But I mean, I guess a part of that is probably kind of like me with spicy food. Weird comparison. I know life's not a video game, but I like to push myself to the edge, see how far I can go. Maybe that's their gaming capabilities. Just at what point are they just letting their sanity tick until it cracks? I can only imagine. Sanity. But, you know, whatever people like, I guess. There's a tiny potato with a giant pickaxe. I think it's a rapier. Unless I'm missing something. That was in 11? No, at 14. Oh yeah, I was totally following you. Was because they could have gotten legal trouble. That's even worse! And I was following you the whole way. I was just gropping about games in general that love to tend to throw difficulty out like that for some reason. Don't get me wrong, again, I know the thrill seekers are out there, but shit. These are MMOs, they're different. People actually pay to play these. But like I get, you know, some people seek that. I don't. Well, we've got all DPS filled. Need one more healer and a couple tanks. You know how to use this pickaxe? Is it zombie? What are you doing out there, zombie? You modding? A tiny zombie. Yep, totally missed it. Was looking down and ranting. It happens. Need a couple tanks. Panic. Well, we had a healer. For a little bit. And we got another healer. Okay. And there's zombie. Whoa, Rez changed his look. Did you do this right in front of me? Could have sworn you had a top hat on a second ago. Never healing a Prommel fought again. Well, it's okay, Mira. It happens. Sounds like you had a bad experience. You did change it right beside me, eh? I saw the face mask and I was like, whoa, what? Little Red Mage Ninja Man now. What did I miss? Nothing. It's a glimmer plate. What's up, Clay? You won't be back on until after the 1st. No controller. Well, at least it's not far away, but I feel ya. But it's cool, Clay. At least when the 1st rolls around, you'll be jumping right into Shadowbringers. Got another trophy, on to the next. Damn, Chaz. Congrats. Never again. I am just currently hoping that we can get a couple tanks. Man, I wonder what they'll add to go in and outside of the Free Company house when Shadowbringers hits. We know there's going to be a new living area, but I'm not holding my breath to get in there. But I wonder what stuff they'll add on the inside. I mean, they added a lot in Stormblood. You get the giant Namazu thing. That fire roasting thing. Honestly, I'm still not really sure what this thing is, but I know it's for festivals. So, we got that too. Giant other Namazu thing. Wagon? Festival wagon? I don't know. I mean, not to mention, there's a lot of stuff on the inside from Stormblood. A whole lot of stuff. There's a lot to Seiryu. Oh, yeah. What you in a queue for? Running Seiryu, Azunami. You kept disconnecting, troubleshooting in every possible way, according to Sony. I guess it's a terrible question to ask, but did you try to do the reset thingy on the back of the controller? And then plugging it up? Sometimes that helps, but I know what it's like. I actually, it's a big thing with PlayStation 4 controllers. I love PlayStation, let me tell you everything about it, except the controllers. Damn, we lost the healer. The thing is, though, about the PlayStation controllers, they're very, for some reason, they have the worst wiring around this region here, toward the back, next to the analog sticks. There's actually a wire that is very close that connects from this analog stick over to, or joystick, it's PlayStation, I'm so used to saying analog, but anyway, to this trigger over here, and same with this side. And in a lot of my older controllers, I had this problem where I would try to move, and sometimes he just wouldn't move, or he would run to the other way. And there's also, in this game, a trigger that actually activates auto run if you click one of these sticks. And it would happen to me during so many fights. we'll get a lot of new Final Fantasy XIV players. Like Rez said, I believe so as well. Stormblood brought a lot of people in, basically including myself. So yeah, I believe so. I believe a lot of new characters are going to roll in. Since I started playing this game, we were at about, I want to say it was about 14 million, and we've gained so much more than that. So yeah, I fully believe there'll be more people join in. The controllers are so fragile and expensive. Very true, very expensive. Luckily, don't replace it for you. Huh? I guess Sony? I've never had them replace one for me, unfortunately. But, I didn't know that was even a thing. Turning it on and off again. Yeah, no, it's a terrible device. Do you think, yeah, you did. You unplugged the console, unplugged the router, reset the controller. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I know. I've been through the moments. It's just, it's a very... The first time it ever happened to me with this controller, to be honest with you, I didn't know about this thing, which made me want to try my old controllers. They actually are fucked. But when I got this one, I was very mad, because it seemed like the auto run kicked in on its own one day, and it really was just me pressing down an analog stick too hard, probably. Possible frustration, who knows. But I thought the controller might have messed up, and that was the first thing I do. Plus, I gotta reset this thing all the time. If you actually stream on PC and play on PC like I do, off your PlayStation 4, then there's a lot of weird connection issues that happen all the time. Well, just making sure nothing got glued on there. Good deal. Sometimes when somebody dips in and dips out, these things often change back to whatever the hell they were. We're at this moment. There's one tank. No, they got 2 tanks. It's weird that they're trying to get 3. I guess they just left it optional, which, I mean, I guess if you got good people, that could be optional, but there's a lot to this fight. I think it would be much more suitable to have 2 healers rather than 3 tanks, but that's just me. But yeah, we're in this moment where there's like no healers playing currently at the moment. And the ones that are just, well, that one's gathering stuffs. I don't even know what he is. I can't tell. One of them ditched us for probably this party. Oh well, we'll see what happens. I do raise the bar pretty high, so there is that. Your previous controller wouldn't charge to the USB, loose analog, and stiff buttons was bad. Sometimes my buttons get stiff too, but I'll often blame myself because when I get excited, I know I push them down harder than I should. What's going to happen to your carbuncle this expansion? I don't think anything's happening to Carby. Summoners get Phoenix. That's pretty... Our job gets more simplified, and unless you're talking about from the Scholar point of view, then again, I have no idea. I've not looked up anything on Scholar. I've never even played Scholar in this game before. I know, it's crazy. But like, as far as the Summoner goes, it just looks like they've simplified our jobs and took away Ether Flow and gave us Phoenix. That's pretty much it. Not even 20 minutes ago, zombie. You know how to use this pickaxe. You forgot how to gather. Oh my goodness. Huh. Time's a crazy thing. Well, we've been in queue for quite a while. For violence, not gathering. Oh man. Nobody's out here running it. This one's not even convincing. Anybody can join that one. That said the baddies can't target our summons anymore? They said that? I didn't hear that. I don't know if that one's true or not, but it still, I guess, falls into the simplification of the thing. But that honestly is a weird, it makes literally having Totten even more useless than he already is. I don't know if they did that. I mean, I had to have heavily missed that one. But it's possible. I heavily miss things all the time. I'm an idiot. I mean, but like, damn. I hope that's not a thing. Like, I'm generally just straight up hoping that's not it will ruin Summoner forever. Not in a sense. Like, it will make things just ridiculously more difficult for us. Because if nothing's gonna attack your summon, then what's the point of even having it? You might as well turn this guy back into, like, just turn him into a red mage at that point and buff up our heals. What mage won't have... Yeah, we've all heard about what mage. What mage got fucked on the most out of all the healers. It got... It just got fucked on, honestly. It's so unbalanced now is the craziest thing. Like, there was an interview with Yoshi P that baffled me the most out of anything, which I know we're right here at the release, so his response couldn't have been anything else than what it was. But somebody legit asked him about the Watt Mage, and now it's way more unbalanced, and it was already unbalanced compared to Scholar and Australogian. And all he says was, we'll work on it later, but we're not now. You got Shadowbringers here in just like a couple of weeks. That's a nutshell of the whole thing, but yeah, the interviews with Yoshi P about Watt Mage have just baffled me the most because there's no answer for it. It's just like, yeah, we don't know how to Watt Mage. Sorry, we'll figure it out one day. They did say that they're changing how Totten works, though. That sounds insane. Won't take damage and can't die. That just doesn't make any sense. And no, I did know about that. That's just baffling me. I've known about every change to the Summoner except for that one, and it's just not making me happy to hear it, to be honest with you. As much as I love being my Summoner, and I'm still gonna Summoner, be Summoner main, probably, but let me tell you, that is not gonna work. It just, how is it gonna, like, if they can't attack your Eggy, then you're gonna initially just completely always take damage. The Summoner heals, let me tell you, I'm not completely and fully, like, I think I'm 399. So I'm not 401, but I'm 399. And let me tell you, I don't even have it easily accessible. Where the hell is Sasik? There it is. 765 damage out of 47,382 is shit. So if I'm gonna be out here healing myself, my Eggy's not pulling any aggro, and I'm fighting, I have zero hopes for survival. My actual defense as a character, which I know they're not gonna change that much, is... I don't even know where the fuck that's at. Defense. 2,319, and it's one of my worst. Not the worst, but one of my worst. I don't know. That's so stupid. Oh, goddamn Shadowbringers. Now I'm just nervous. I was happy as fuck, and now I'm just like, god damn it. You fucked up my Watt Mage, now you fucked up my Summoner. What the hell, Yoshi P? I might have to go Gunbreaker main. Top tier healing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, same Clay. I'm a Summoner Watt Mage. OGP doesn't like your favorite job? It just doesn't seem like it's going to work. We're going to have some problems, and that's the first patch. My god, they're going to have to cover all of Shadowbringers all over again. Did that same person leave, then just come back? No. It's just another bard. They should just take that heal away. Don't even put it on the action board, for real. And honestly, not true. Before level 50, it's not that bad. It's just initially after level 50, it's actually way before that. I think it's like 30. Just somewhere down the line, it becomes less and less and less relevant. Like at the beginning, it's not so bad. Like through the Totten spot, it's not so bad. Which, again, I'm just in fear for it now. My god. Why do they have to fuck with stuff sometimes? It's just like, you ever heard of like don't mess up a good thing? Or if it's not broke, don't fix it? My god, somebody email that to Square Enix right now. Just do it. I hope they get the message in the email and just read it one day. And they'll just be like, oh, that's an ingredient we've never thought of before. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You never use it? I use it in sticky situations like Palace of the Dead, Heaven on High, which, not really Heaven on High, actually, no, just Palace of the Dead, I think. And when I'm out and about by myself doing things, which happens a lot, especially, you'll see, I'm sure with Shadowbringers, once I'm on a main story binge, I love chilling with the homies, but if I'm on a main story binge, I'm not going to be chilling on top of the free company house. And I've got potions, but potions in this game to me are just as useless as everything else. I'd rather just sit there and Sasic myself 7 times. Ain't never touched a healer class yet. I mean, healer's fun. We'll still overcome. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing, Clay. I'm a little upset now that I've heard that. I didn't know that they said that they were not going to be taking damage. And it only has me in fear. Because the reason it has me in fear, if they're not taking damage, why would they pull aggro? And if they're pulling aggro still, or hate, a lot of people say hate. If they're pulling hate or aggro, or what the hell do they call it in this game? They call it something else. Immunity, if they're pulling hate, aggro, immunity, all the same thing, and they're not taking damage, and you're just back here, just fucking basic attack, just ruin after ruin, which I heard randomly got an upgrade as well. Not complaining there. We got an upgraded ruin system. They took ether flow away, and we're gonna have to use energy drain. And we get Phoenix. That's like the basics of it. But it's just baffling me. If he doesn't take aggro, if the summon doesn't take aggro, summoner can't play summoner alone anymore. You will die all the time. And if it'll be too hard, for real. Not fun and too hard. And if he is taking aggro and not taking damage, then it's gonna be too fucking easy. Like, they gave me a double-bladed sword and said, choose your fucking side. What? It's either too easy or too hard. And I'd have a feeling the reason this upset me the most is, like, I don't like either of those. It's like, pick your favorite food and have somebody shit on it, then pick the worst food in the world and decide to eat one of those. I'm gonna stop. But reasons like this is stuff that phased me out of World of Warcraft. I started at a very different time in World of Warcraft than what it is now, and it only got easier. Like, if you wanted to stop this game right now and go play World of Warcraft, it's gonna be easy as fuck. And another thing, the community actually sucks in World of Warcraft. They're not the same. So you do leave a great community to go to a very, very toxic community. But I can say, that is one of the things that kind of like turned World of Warcraft upside down for me and why I left it. It just became too easy. There were so many people playing the game because it was so easy to play. None of the mechanics were getting ran correctly because people would just like get a top tier character in like seconds and then be an in-game content playing very crucial time measures nonchalant like. And it just got frustrating. It's like playing Rival Wings with people that don't know how to play Rival Wings. It's a nightmare. Just use Totten? Totten gives shield? Totten sucks! He's the worst summon I've got! Even if he's got a shield! Sasek on Scholar? Nice. Cure 2? Nice. But it works. Oh, not Cure 2. Nice, but it works. Totten's gonna suck so bad. Totten doesn't tank anymore. You're playing Summoner for the experience. He just gives you shields with his 2 attacks. Well, I mean, I actively use Totten in Palace of the Dead and, like, Heaven on High, but Totten's useless. Like, I would never solo play with Totten ever. I would much rather have Ifrit follow me around. Because even if Totten's shielding me, he's useless. And even in all the actual Shadowbringers gameplay that I've seen of people using summons in the Summoner, Totten's still not one to be picked. He's useless. Unless you are doing very crucial things that you need a tank, but you kind of don't need a tank, that's when he shines. Ups and downs with what mage? Just dabbled with what mage? Yeah, again, I've only got it for Palace of the Dead. I'm not new to the Sasek. I've got it there for a reason. It's just like, I'm not gonna lie, you don't need a full hotbar. You can play this game, like, with my White Mage is the perfect example. You do not need a full hotbar in this. I'm not actually gonna do that because I don't want anybody to beg me to play White Mage. But my White Mage hotbar isn't even completely decked out like my Summoner is. My Summoner has a repeat move right there. And it's Ether Flow, which is never going to be there again after this playthrough tonight. And, here it's Ether Flow. And then Sasek's nestled over there. But, like, you really don't need a full hotbar. A real rotation is only, like, a few moves. And a few little switch-ups here and there. The reason Sasek's there, though, is because of me playing Palace of the Dead. I've been in there multiple times where everybody, it's Palace of the Dead. Nobody gives a fuck. They're like, a red mage cleared this on 200 floors. Minato said it the other day. It's not the first time I've heard that. Believe me, I've leveled many classes, went through Palace of the Dead a lot, and I'm sure all of you have been around to hear it just as much as I have. That mentality is set in stone within the game, so nobody heals. Half the time you don't even have a healer in Palace of the Dead. Most of the time you're just running with like 4 DPS and you're like, well, let's hope nobody does. So that's why I've got Sasek, because there are those specialty moments where I'm just like, you know what? They're not gonna heal and this is all I got. I have no idea what you just said. Piss easy to hard to piss easy to hard. Yeah, that's why I just a demo. It's so shitty though. Get rid of the eggies and just give us Dimmy summons. Like Phoenix is a good start. I would be okay with that too. I've played tank. I've been a Dark Knight before. I've got a Dark Knight to 70. He's shittily geared. But I've played tank. I've played White Mage. I've played a shit ton of DPS. I've played a shit ton of MMOs. I'm just saying, I'm not happy with how they do things, even if it goes hard to not hard. And also, again, taste me. I've played tank. I've done it. I don't like to because people in this game are not fun to play with when you're a tank. Everything gets blamed on tanks. Tanks are healers. That's why I don't like. That's why I main a DPS. I will play my White Mage more later on, and same with my Dark Knight. I'm definitely gonna play Gunbreaker in Shadowbringers, but that's not even what we're talking about. Buttons just isn't even the issue. The issue is how I am either having to face Summoner being extremely fucking difficult when I have to play Shadowbringers because either my Eggies aren't taking aggro, and I'm gonna get fucking demolished because Summoner's defense sucks shit. I'm not even gonna sum that up in any nicer way. It sucks. And if that's not the case, and my Eggies aren't dying or taking damage, and they're still taking aggro, then it's the easiest class that they've ever created. Because, like, I already heard that they were taking one of these away, too. The sustaining the health of the, I think it's... Is it Rouse? No. Maybe it's Aether Pact. Or... maybe it's Sustain. Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure they're taking Sustain away. How the hell did we lose a whole party? Seriously, game, throw us a fucking bone right now. This is why I stopped running this fight, to be honest with you, though. Party Finder is truly, like a lot of people say it's glam, Party Finder is the real end game. I hate it. They're so fragile. Because they don't get pets to help. Like, 2.0 Summoner was so damn simple. Heaven's Word, holy shit. Have time to... everything to sec it. Yeah, I didn't experience that. I can say that very honestly. I didn't jump into this game till the ass end of Heaven's Word existence. Like, when I jumped in, it was literally just months. Like, I think 2, maybe 3 months before Stormblood was upon us. So I was dealing with post Heaven's Ward Summoner when I first started. You still had to actually get an Arcanist to level 15, or no, Arcanist to 30 and the Thaumaturg to level 15. So things were very different. You could still adjust your attribute points. But when Stormblood dropped, yeah, I gotta admit, you know, it made things a little bit more simplified, but I never knew exactly what it was in old school Heaven's Ward. But yeah, that's really what I'm getting at that bothers me the most. It's not what changing, it's not well, yes, it is what's changing, but it's not buttons, and it's not difficulty as in a class versus healer, tank, or DPS. I've done it all. But it's literally the fact that when I have to start Shadowbringers, I'm either gonna live with the biggest fucking nightmare of my life, or it's gonna be so easy that, my god, I'll still have fun. It's a fantastic story, fantastic community, fantastic game. But my god, I'll feel like I'm just sitting here pushing buttons, and I will have nothing, you know? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm sure I'll still enjoy it. I mean, I can tank still. Like, I got my... The only reason I stopped playing my Dark Knight was because, 1, I wanted to do a new class again. And 2, we were getting new content. I was still actively trying to do more with the Summoner as well. I mean, I can tank. I just don't like to. It's just legitimately not fun to me. Which is weird, because I was a huge tank in World of Warcraft, but I'm gonna say this the best and most blunt way possible. Though Final Fantasy XIV has the best community as far as people playing content and being kind to each other, they also have the most whiny people I've ever seen in my life. Like, people who literally will go blindly talking about things they don't know what they're talking about because they don't either play healer or tank. And they will legitimately just, like, blame a healer or a tank. It's like when people effectively, like, try to have more immunity. Like, I've had that happen with playing with Dragoons for some reason. They just will pull fucking immunity or other healers, and they won't like try to even help reduce that. So you're having to work like extra hard. That's like the worst thing that I've actually had to encounter playing a tank, towards this game anyway. Like, it sometimes was a battle for immunity, which is a weird thing to say, especially playing a Dark Knight. They're like an immunity hog, but like, I don't know. I think I'll actually like Gunbreaker a hell of a lot better. The build seems like a World of Warcraft build, which I'll be very much more familiar with. I've never played Tank or Warrior in this, and I've been told I would enjoy Warrior more than I did Dark Knight, but I don't really know. I've not tried it. Again, as much as I love this game, it is a much more needy, whiny community when it comes to, like, pressing jobs like tanks and healers, which is, again, why I would just rather be DPS in this game. Mainly because of conversations like this as well. I've had this conversation so many times before, and there's no way to say it without having to explain it in such an excessive way, because you're always going to have somebody that says, well, you probably just don't like it because you don't know how to do it. It's like, no! I could look up a guide like 5 seconds on YouTube and figure out how to do it in 2 days through practice. That's not the issue. The issue, which isn't even what I was trying to even get into, by the way. Again, I got dragged into this one. This all just started with me complaining about my Eggies. I don't know if they're going to pull aggro or not, and my brain's all bamboozled. Let's drop tank talk. I've had to say this exact statement so many times before. Let's drop fucking tank talk. God damn it. I don't even like talking about it. Huh. Tell your mom on you and go stand in the safe place. I still think the exact same thing. And I know you're kidding. You followed up with a LOL, and I'm glad. But I'm not kidding. Like, I love this community, but they are very whiny. The perfect example of this is Rival Wings didn't even happen tonight. The Rival Wings crew that I've followed for months, and we've played distinctively every day that we said we would to at least 2 a.m. Every single fucking day jumping in here. And today, like, because of so many, the influx of new players coming to play Shadowbringers that never experienced Rival Wings, that are trying to jump into it now before Rival Wings goes dead because of Shadowbringers, they're just flooding in there, which I love. I love seeing people do it, but tonight was the perfect example of a whiny community. Nobody could get any wins except for a one-sided team, and by the time I got off work, 3 hours after it starts, it was already dead. Nobody's playing it tonight. The last person I saw in the Discord said they were waiting. They had a 50-minute queue, which is why I decided to not even do it tonight, which was probably, I don't even know. I've been here ranting for almost an hour now, and still haven't even made it in Seiryu. So, I mean, there's that too. Your comment plays those people so well. I agree. Used to run around with your Watt Mage from baddies until you figured out to lead them all back to the tank. Had Happy Feet. Been a tank main since Realm Reborn, and you agree. People are very toxic to tanks and healers. Yes, exactly. It's why I don't main it. Like, believe me, I love the classes too. I love them maybe just as much as you do, and I'm hoping I love Gunbreaker so much more because it looks so fun. I'm so hopped about it. As soon as I get my summoner to 80, I want to just play the hell out of it. And I'm hoping I can enjoy that. But this community, I swear, they're the most loving community, but when things just don't go their way, it's just like, oh my god. One good thing. Chrono Trigger you would play. I would play Chrono Trigger as well. Looks like the most fun tank. I agree. Gunbreaker does look like the most tank. Sorry, I went on full rant mode. We've literally lost everybody, Rez. But yeah, literally, just, I had to get that out there, like, just to fully explain things, I felt like, because it's a very, very glass floor subject to talk about healers and tanks, you know. I love to do it just as much as anybody else, but there's a reason only Watt Mage in PvP and by myself, and it goes the same with my Dark Knight, which really, it's just a stipulation of not picking it back up. That's the only thing about the Dark Knight. I've just not picked it back up from leveling other things, focusing on the story. I don't even remember the last time I played Dark Knight. My item level's so low right now. Yeah, it's 339. So I would say I haven't even played Dark Knight since Oh man, it was probably the very first return to Evilise, as far as I got to. Ravenaster. That's probably the last time I played Dark Knight, and it could have been even before that. But give me just a moment. I've had to wait for a very long time. Minato, we're so glad that you could pop in our party. It's been shit trying to get people in here for now. I gotta take a quick restroom break. I never expected to wait this long for a party fonder. It's been so long since I've even sat in one. Give me just a moment. Okay, well, we're still not in there. People used to say the same thing on WoW, like, just calm down. In some ways, I think WoW was worse when it came to people raging on change. Like, there's more reasons to me leaving World of Warcraft other than a difficulty change. A lot of it had to do with the community in World of Warcraft. Let's just leave it at that. Like, when I first started playing the game, things were, I don't know, they were very different. It was kind of like the way it started off here in Final Fantasy XIV. When I first started playing World of Warcraft, you could adjust all your skills. Stipulations were a lot harder to get through, and travel was a hell of a lot slower. And honestly, the people, it was easier to get help. Like, it was easier to join a good guild and get help when I started playing. By the time I ended, you could join a guild willy-nilly, but let me tell you, nobody's ever doing anything. I don't know anything about, I've not looked up anything on Machinist. That's another one. It was kind of, guilty behind me trying to do something else after. Machinist, actually, I got to 311 as far as the item level goes, so there's that. I didn't get very far with Machinist. I mean, I like the class with Machinist, don't get me wrong, but, like, I don't know. Again, it was guilty of Tom and me trying to do things. D&D. I could really not really ever get into D&D, which I could and couldn't. There's a few D&D games I played, like Baldur's Gate. I loved it. But some players with D&D and their stories, I would just lose interest. You either have people who get way too into Dungeons and Dragons, or people who don't get into Dungeons and Dragons at all, and they're just sitting there at the table. Which I know there's people who are the fine line between all that, where they can actually have a group. I know Critical Role is a big thing on Twitch and YouTube. Actually, I don't know if it's on Twitch. I think it's actually only on YouTube. So I take that back at first. But I've just had so many people try to get me to watch it, and I just can't. I can't get into it. Like, it's my thing. Like, and I know there's communities out there that really get into it as well. But I would just have to have, like, I feel like if I played a D&D game with most of the people from, like, the Discord and YouTube chat, maybe I could get through one. But it's still, in my opinion, easier said than done for D&D. I mean, it's not an MMO. It's no MMO. It takes a lot more imagination. Never played D&D, but you would love to one day. It was when you were in Afghanistan and one of your buddies had the right DOS and boom, legends were born. Zombie would like to play it. A good dungeon master is key. The narrator, the storytelling. Yeah, I could feel you. You love Critical Role. Yeah, see, Riz, all my friends do, I think. Except for me. I just can't watch it. I can't get into it. And there's nothing against it at all. I mean, it's just not my thing, really. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, my brother watches it. Dudes at work watch it. It's just, for me, it was just one of those things, like, if I was going to get into Dungeons & Dragons, I'd legit have to be in the game. I couldn't watch people play it. They write good stories. They have popular voice actors. Yeah, I've heard, hasn't Vin Diesel been on there once as well? But yeah, I've heard the same thing, that they take a lot of, like, celebrities, so to speak, and actually have them on the show. The current mech has to do a lot of crippling. What's Critical Role? It's this dude Matt Mercer. I think he does voice acting too. I'm not really 100% sure on that. But party recruitment will end. I've been in the party finder so long. The party finder's gonna stop on us. And oh my god, what has happened? Our healer's not a healer. Whatever. If they play D&D, then watch it. I mean, it could be, yeah. I could understand that. It sucks, though, that they're gonna cripple the machinist. It seems like everybody's getting handed the double-bladed sword for this kind of thing. You either love it or you hate it. I guess we'll grow to love it. There's no other way to put it. We're gonna have to grow to just love it. I swear to God, I hate the party finder so much. Like, every time I see somebody leave, I'm just reminded, like, this is why I don't like to do this. This is why I stopped running Seiryu. And Suzaku. You just hit these moments where it's like, oh my fucking god. I think Kaz is a healer. Everyone on Critical Role are voice actors. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought Matt Mercer was as well. That was a big sell point for one of my friends to talk me into actually playing it, was that Matt Mercer was a voice actor in... I can't even remember what he says. Borderlands, maybe? Which, I'm not a Borderlands fan, so don't take that into account. Hate to say it, but it's true. Just, the shell... I don't know. The graphics just get to me. I just can't play them. I don't know. Which is weird, because I could play a retro game, but a realistic cartoon crossover games. Just hard for me. He's Yusuke from Persona 5. Really? You saw someone with a flying fat chocobo. Minato is behind me. The current machinist, it's something they're hoping to get fixed because it's a big issue at the moment. Oh, okay. Yeah, again, you gotta bear with me on that one. I've literally only looked at Gunbreaker, Watt Mage, and Summoner changes. And obviously skimmed over some details with the Summoner changes. Apparently. I guess they all sound so good, I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not reading the rest. It sounds like me. I would do something like that. We have 5 DPS. That is because of you, Kaz! My god! I hate Party Fonder more than anything. I thought Kaz was a healer. Gordon Ramsay would never have trouble doing anything. He is a master. In his own eyes. I really don't know. I just have to try the guy's food one day. Sometimes I feel like he's a little harsh on people. The current machinist has problems with ping. Plays Kanji in Persona 4 after Troy Baker becomes... You gotta give Troy Baker some credit, though. That guy's... He does shit like The Last of Us, and... Don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm about to kick you, Kaz. We're losing Maribel, apparently. Poor damn Maribel. I hate seeing somebody do crafting stuff in a Party Finder anyway. It's the biggest eyesore. People will just leave. I've been in these situations more time than I'm proud to say. And his attitude on the situation doesn't exactly make me happy. I was in a decent mood, but we had some damn talking, and now I'm in an iffy mood. Party Finder's not helping. Fitting all your burst DPS into a 10-second window is not good. If that Choco can fly, you expect to see a penguin flying terrors. Really, all it takes is cake. Ramsey would make 10 different dishes with that Choco. I could believe it. An armored space hamster mount. Only mount armed with photon blasters. What the hell? I'm gonna throw this controller and my PlayStation outside, and I will let Choco piss and shit all over it. My god, this game. If you want to fix something, game, Final Fantasy XIV devs, listen to me very proudly and loud. Make this shit better. My god! When I played World of Warcraft, I never had to do this shit in a Party Finder, let me tell you. One fun thing about the game that still exists. They're upgrading and updating all the wrong shit. They're making me mad. Not really. I'm not mad. Don't worry. I'm just kidding. I do not like the Party Finder system, though. If they did actually ask me as an actual player and not just somebody who streams all the time and just has to stand in one spot and pull out my samurai sword and swirl around, and I'm not even saying names, but I'm talking about a specific person that I used to watch that I can only cringe watching now. You samurai sly dirty dog, you, damn it, you just need to just go back to being a tank and stop whining. But yeah, actual core features to the game. Stop worrying about the classes. Worry about the features of the game. Party Finder actually having a time limit. I didn't know that was a thing until about like 15 minutes ago. when somebody switches over to a crafting job for some reason and decides that shouldn't even be a thing. Like, that crafters can't even go into the battle. Like, why would you allow somebody to make a party fonder with a crafter in the battle knowing the crafter can't join the battle? Like, I swear to God, fuck it. I'm saving my money this year. This November, I'm going to FenFest, and I'm recording myself asking Yoshi P the real goddamn questions. Not, why is it White Mage equal? Which, damn it, why isn't it? But at the same time, oh no, these aren't the questions I'm going to ask. Be like, dude, why the fuck have you not touched fucking Party Fonder since the game was created? This is a trash fucking excuse for a Party Fonder. Ugh. I might have to dip out early tonight. I'm getting upset about the wrong shit. Xenophobia. No, you got close. I'm not gonna call the guy out, but yeah, there's an actual streamer I was calling out there, and if you do FOD me, I expect a Twitch message, Butteroo. You'll never watch this video. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it wouldn't do any good. Like I said the other day, he was actually confronted and actually had no words, which baffled me. I can't remember who exactly it was. But just look up the interviews with Yoshi P from E3. There was some real White Mage questions asked. That's why I say I probably wouldn't bring it up. But initially, I probably would at the same time. Just like anybody else that asked the questions. When you see the actual guy in charge of things and he's just baffled like he didn't even know, it's like, I play Black Mage, bro, I don't know. And you're just like, he doesn't even say that. That's what's going on in my head. He doesn't know because he only dabbles with a Lalafell Black Mage. They don't know what they're doing with White Mage, to be honest. That's what it sounds like. Play Skyforge and you'll forgive Yoshi P. I don't know if I'll ever get into another MMO after Final Fantasy XIV. Like, I'm kind of gladly saying this is probably gonna be my last MMO of all time. I might try out Final Fantasy 16 or 17 if it's an MMO, but diving into anything, you know, I've played Fallout 76 and I'll continue to do that as well, and certain other things, but I mean like an MMORPG like this, at this standard, at this kind of like grade, it's about as far as I'm gonna go. What did people want changed to White Mage? I can actually say a lot. One, not having Protect taken away. Like, that is crucial to the White Mage. Taking that away, I'm just baffled. Which, that one's happening to all the other things. But a lot of the other stuff as far as the White Mage goes, it's just like, it's more useless now when Shadowbringers hits than what it is already. And I love playing White Mage, I do. I've not played Australogian, and I've not played Scholar. But anybody that has played all three will tell you Australogian and Scholar are better. While they've only vaguely changed small, minute things with the White Mage, they took the things that were actually good about the White Mage away. And not to mention, if you already play White Mage and played PvP, back at the last fucking patch that they did, they took Benediction away, which is very crucial in PvP. White Mage is strong in PvP, yeah, all day long. Now it's mediocre. And Australogian and Scholar are super fucking strong. Like, I feel like all these changes they're doing are for PvP. I don't even think they're actually for in-game play, which they're gonna help out for Australogian and for Scholar. Not for White Mage, though. Nothing changed. They gave us, like, a different flower. Thanks, Square. I always wanted that other flower. Might bring a goddamn tear to my eye. At the moment, it's not like Salmon's huge, it's hills. All it has, but they take longer to cast than the other two. Bet Toro's Pokemon tastes like Buffalo. You know, he's based off of Buffalo. I mean, I would only assume. All we have is hills, GCD's hills, yeah. It's just so unbalanced compared to, like, Scholar or Australogian. And believe me, playing White Mage, I've seen it. Like, just those things that they were mentioning. I can heal up a storm. I can Medica 2, Healeroo, all I can, you know, whatever. Bring people back to life. And you can still use Benediction in regular gameplay. That's still there. I bitch about it because it's not in PvP anymore. And yes, it's still in regular gameplay. That's a thing. But, like, if I'm just, like, using Stone and Arrow and eventually Holy, compared to the others, it's not a whole lot. That Torchic tastes like chicken. Ooh, I feel like that was borderline. That's like talking about eating a baby. That's like saying a little chicklet just hatched out of the egg and you want to eat that. That's a little messed up. I'm kidding, but at the same time, I do feel like that one's messed up. I mean, at least say Blaziken. How do you win timeout, Clay? Well, you'll just have to wait out the 600 seconds, honestly. Don't think there's anything wrong with Pure Healer, though. There is, though. Like, it's the most boring thing to play. Period. Like, that's my biggest fear now, is like, because I feel like if it does, again, it feels very pointless to even have an Eggy. If, like, this person left that long ago, and I'm actually mad that they came back because we're in a full party now. I'm not even saying hello to you. That's how mad at you I am. You're the type of person in these things I don't lock. Like the type of person that literally leaves a queue to join a queue. And you think, and you tell yourself in your head it was smaller this time. I don't even want to hear any comment on that one. That is a legit thing of people that exist. I'm not even ready, chicken. Damn it, I've been in this party finder for over an hour. Healers in general, I've not played Scholar and I've not played Australogian, so I've got no basis. But current White Mage now is fun. I love White Mage. I'm very afraid for its future, though. Like, to just know that I'm even more only soul healer. God damn it, just sounds so fucking boring. Like, I'm never gonna get to attack. Like, I will literally have to just, like, watch these names over here and like, click, heal, click, and heal a little bit, you know, you click, heal. It's just, I get it if you're from the outside looking in, you hear it, you hear the change and you're like, yeah, it's not that bad. When you play that core thing, that's when it gets that bad. That's when it's not that fun. You know, it's like, let's use Black Mage, for example. Let's say one day you just didn't get your explosion at the end. You got everything else that you already always had, but you didn't get your explosion at the end because maybe it did too much damage. And like, yeah, you know, you don't need that. That's what it's like, playing both, like, Summoner and White Mage, as far as, like, the emotions I have going on tonight. Like, that is, I feel like, the easiest way to explain how that feels. Which isn't what's happening with either thing. Like, it's just, the White Mage is still doing less damage, less DPS, and also the White Mage is still getting the same treatment as the other healers, not having its protection capabilities, but, like, I don't know. How long did it take? From this very moment, I've been streaming 1 hour and 21 minutes. That's how long, Tsunami, give or take. Who's on board of the Pokemon morality and ethics and morality? Somebody probably with a good mod, because they could cross the line at any moment. That's how Machinist was, and you played that. I guess, I don't know. That's still not a good comparison. Machinist, I've played Machinist. Machinist is okay. But, like, I don't know. And it's not a good comparison to throw Machinist next to a Black Mage or throw it in the mix of everything else. Not in my opinion, anyway. Like, to me, Machinist was so basic to play that I just didn't enjoy it. It was okay. Honestly, okay is the only way I know how to put it. It's like playing the summoner without half the responsibility.
You know where to run.
Gosh, I've not heard the actual music in this fight in so long. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of blowing my mind right now. Anyway, let's get off debate mode. I don't really like talking about all this. We all got our own opinions, and a lot of classes people have and haven't played in the discussion of it all. In the end, we all know whether we love it or hate it, we're just gonna have to get used to it. Let's just get excited all over again, because I'm tired of just, like, debating and rambling and being upset. I went from being super excited about the game today to just, like, now I just feel mediocre. We've completely killed my hop for the day.
Impudent mortals! Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies!
Again, I've not had sound on for days playing this game. My mind is just blown right now. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? These mesmerizing sounds I've not heard in months. Oh, God. I don't think we have good tanks right now. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but it's not looking like I am.
None can match my might! Flesh of my flesh! Show them their folly!
Oh yeah, this is the one that doubles down.
I must have more! Oh, rabbit armor!
Oh, this is the one where we pull forward, yeah? Fuck, I hope so. It was. Honestly, I thought I ran away way too early. Luckily, I didn't. It was right there on that borderline of latency.
You know where to run! this upon yourself.
Getting a new font's going to be really exciting. That's something I can say I'm on board with right now. Just getting a new font. I wonder what it's going to be like. Where was my fucking... Never mind.
Beg not for mercy.
Honestly, his theme sounds like a Gran Turismo theme. Like, I feel like I'm in a lobby about to race somebody in like a Japanese world tour. We Gran Turismo up in here. One thing I am happy about, though, I guess a lot of tanks aren't happy about it, but me, as, like, liking to previously tank before Final Fantasy XIV, but still trying to dabble with it possibly in the future. Why does everybody stand so close? One thing I am happy about, though, is the whole tank swap thing's not going to be really an issue. Not as much, anyway. I'm hoping that's, like, over with, period. Oh, good God.
Tremble before true power.
Oh, shit. I'm super duper dead. Ah, yeah. Super duper dead. Being on the seaside over here gets you fucked. We're not doing too bad, though. Oh, no. Double oh no. Triple duper super duper oh no. Oh, monkey. I'm dead again. I'm somehow not dead. I'm okay with that. Oh, good God. Hands guard me.
Flesh of my flesh. Show them their folly.
%17% in a hell of a sloppy match, but I think we might get it.
Beg not for mercy. I do not lose. I cannot. You brought this upon yourself. You know where to run.
I literally have somewhere to run if I can get there in time. Oh, barely made it. Oh, man. Good deal. Holy hell. And we only got an axe. I'm dipping. Oh, man. And just a few seconds later, just made one that makes enchanting get... Oh, holy hell. Give me just a moment. Gotta take a very quick restroom break. I'll be really quick. Careful, Steven. Don't break it too hard. I have no idea what was just said. Ready check. It was a good time for that. You really should have geared up for your gatherers earlier. I feel you. My fisherman's probably super undergeared right now. I haven't touched my fisherman since I've finished Namazu shit. Other than that, he's just been chilling. Really. Luckily, the party stuck together. Luckily, we had a win first round. It's always a good sign.
must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it. You know where to run! Not for mercy.
Well, you're never going to die in Skyrim now. That's good.
Tremble before
Also, it sounds like... I mean, is it going to be just as fun for you, though? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it will be. I don't really know. It just feels like when you take that fundamental out of the game, it just makes it a little... But then again, maybe not. Maybe there's some content that'll actually fix that. Maybe something,
impudent mortals.
It's one of those times where I was glad I had a baby heal. I'm telling you, they sound ridiculous to have on the hotbar. This isn't a debate. I'm telling you, there's moments where it's actually okay.
Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies.
It's so weird to me to hear that a druid is a healer. So being used to playing Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy, but World of Warcraft, like my druid was not a healer. They had healing capabilities, but my druid in World of Warcraft was kind of always borderline a tank. I've had to bear up a lot when I played druid. Which probably isn't a thing now, which makes me sound old. Oh well.
None can match my might. Bless us, thy flesh. Show them their folly. I must have more! Oh, rabbit armor! You know where to run!
You really hate me, don't you?
Beg not for mercy.
It's going a lot better this time around so far.
How it burns!
Ooh.
Tremble before true power!
Double whammy on my end. Holy hell.
Bless us, thy flesh! Show them their folly!
Ah, shit. Run! Run, you little man! I was so backwards. I'm still continuing to be backwards. That was my bad. I just fucked up. Badly. Totally my bad. Probably just got myself killed again. I should have waited after this. Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna live. I want to like our tanks right now, but they've got me so afraid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're doing good. You know, we had the first win. I'm pretty sure we're about to get another here. A little sloppy though on these tanks. Like, the placement's just like, it's a little off. Which, I don't blame my last death on that. It was totally me. My equilibrium got fucked up. Too many things were going on at once for my brain to compute. And I kept thinking in my head, yep, I'm about to die. So, I didn't exactly think too positively of the situation beforehand anyway. But I still feel like that's kind of a thing going down right now. Like, it could just be me, though. Probably is. Good deal. Second win. The beer... wait, what? No one in the version of D&D or druids are actually cast spells. Healing while in animal form. That's pretty crazy. A big bear engaged in combat who heals the group. In World of Warcraft, it's the exact opposite of that. Yeah, I don't need any of the paladin shit. It's all whoever for me, and no pally. No warrior or paladin. Last two drops been shit for me. It was a lot smoother. Yeah, it was. I still feel like something's going on with like a tank issue that we've got though. It just, yeah, I agree though. It was a lot smoother. But I still think we got some kind of tank issue going on right now. It just feels a little off in some of the mix. Before I ready check it, I gotta grab a drink real quick. Give me a second. Free tank gear, axe, and paladin stuff. That's... At least you're getting something out of it. Minato. I'm gonna be on for a little while longer. Sorry, probably gotta reset this again. Really the biggest kicker tonight has been that long-ass queue at the beginning. It's sad that you don't even... Is it sad though? I mean, it's kind of cool in a way, you know, like... I guess if you wanted to mod an indestructible form of Skyrim, you know, it's cool that the game actually supplied you with the abilities to do so. Like with the 4 class not. Or was that a mod? That wasn't a mod, was it? I could be wrong. Let Todd Howard... I don't think Todd Howard actually makes any video games. I literally think he's a guy that gets asked a question. He's like, oh yeah, I'll put my signature there. I feel like that's Todd Howard's job, but that's just me. I could be wrong. I'm just saying. As far as executive decisions, well, even he said he's surprised we stick around so long for the Fallout 76 fans. And apparently we're the nicest community ever of PvPers. He's the Namazu of Bethesda. He's the yes, yes. At least it's been a loyal party. That's one good thing to say. Like, we've not had a WAP, knock on wood, and it's been a loyal party. So that is a very good thing to have so far.
You know where to run.
Ah! I swear to God, he always goes where I am. What the hell? I'm always on C chilling, okay? Always on C chilling. This certain stream, this certain battle, I decided to go to D this time. Still went to my exact location. Why do you hate me, Siryu? I'm not even kidding at this moment. Tried to prove it right there in my brain. It was a social, personal experience. I wasn't even gonna say it aloud what I was doing. So I did it anyway. And let me tell you, he still ran to me. What the fuck, Siryu? You have no operation. Why do you always run to me after that attack? Every single time. You make absolutely no sense. I just don't get it. Legit, it's not even an act. Like, I will do it next fight if I've got to. I swear, wherever I run, he attacks. No ruse here.
Impudent mortals.
You just made your enchantments give you overall 70,000 health, magicka, and stamina. Holy shit! All it took was making some simply fortified alchemy gear and making a fortified restoration potion, unequipping them, drinking the potion, and put on the back on, rinse and repeat. Holy shit! And Chaz, good night to you as well. He targets the party member farther away. Well, that makes sense. I love to keep my distance.
This is far from over.
I don't like being up close on this guy as a summoner, though. I've got no defense. It's something I've preached a billion times over. And I don't get healed, even, like, sorry, Minato. Even when I got, like, a friend healer, I don't get healed like a tank does. Like, I get it. I'm DPS. I shouldn't get healed like a tank does. So I stand far away because, well, I don't want to die, and I'm a summoner. And any, like, physical attack that's strong enough to do anything, oh yeah, I'll die. Will die! Will happen 100%. So, damn it, Siryu, you're just gonna be hating me for the all time, because I'm always gonna keep my distance, even if it kills me, sadly. It's not a cool, actual fucking quality to have on the guy. It keeps me on my feet a little bit, but whatever. It's a fun fact, though. Like, I can't benefit from standing any closer than this, really. I just don't like it. I don't like also being bunched up with a bunch of the other players because I've been in so many different, like, battles. Whereas if they're all bunched up like that, and I can't tell where the fuck my little Lalafell character is because you got a bunch of shit ton of talls out there doing shit. My little guy comes invisible. And in fights on the extreme level, you gotta know where you're standing. I still full on think he just hates me.
You brought this upon yourself! Beg not for mercy. How it burns! Tremble before true power!
Oh dear God.
Bless us, thy flesh! Show them their folly!
No, motherfucker.
Bless us, thy flesh! Show them their folly!
I think this is the best round we've had yet.
No! I will not beg not for mercy.
Good deal. Reebok Plum P are the best, but I have no idea what that means, but have a great knot. fair, Steven, if you're not incredibly mathematically enhanced as a human, Skyrim might be the most balanced game. Oh, god damn it, let me leave! Oh, thank the gods. Always get scared of actually getting stuck with inventory I don't need in these fights. It's happened more often than I'm proud to say. I'm about to do one more Seiryu fight though, and it's gonna be my last with or not, to be honest with you. It's going well, but I mean, I'm open to do something else, but I don't just want to keep fighting Seiryu all night. So it's my last Seiryu fight of the night. I'll do something else after this, but as for Seiryu goes, it's my last thing. I mean, after this, yeah, I mean, I can try Yojimbo after. But as for Seiryu, it's my last Seiryu run. I just, I've already been in this fight so many times. After all, I've got... I don't even know how many totems, I don't know, 38 of the bad boys, and... After I got Byakko to 99, it's so hard for me to do another primal to that stature. I really wish that they'd bring that totem thing down. Like, if you wanted to know what I really feel like Square Enix could work on in Final Fantasy XIV that would make it better for players, is work on the party finder, update it. The totem system, bring it down to 50 instead of 99, believe me, you will have so many more players. The fact that this game isn't playability, where it brings in players, I promise you, it's the grind. It's a good and bad thing. If you love to grind and you've got nothing to do, like stuff like Eureka, perfect game. If it, like minimal grind, like I do, well, damn it, you've got your hit and miss moments, but it's still almost a perfect game. But the 99 totems thing, I know it's been set in stone for so long, but if you're going to work on anything in this game, why haven't you worked on that? $99 toms. Like I said, Byakko ruined that for me.
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it.
Like after doing Byakko 99 times, it's actually hard for me to do any primal in a long stretch like this. I'm very glad we've had all these wins so far tonight. Fuck, I wasted that. But
You know where to run.
$99.
Mercy.
The reason I say 50 is because 50 was what it was for Rathalos, and most people didn't even do that. Like, I myself, I need 23 more wins to do Rathalos. It's so hard to find a party that actually knows how to play Rathalos to get through it, to get those 23 wins. I really wish we could do that tonight, if I was really being honest. But, it's, more so whatever, I guess.
impudent mortals! Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies!
You never played Rathalos, Minato? I'm not gonna lie. Take no offense, but I'm very baffled and surprised.
Ah, stubborn fools! This is far from over. Tremble before true power! None can match my might! Precious my flesh! Show them their folly! I must have more! Oh, Rabbit! You know where to run!
Never did Rathalos Extreme. You should. I mean, it only takes like 50 wins to get the mount. Like, it's like one of the least grindy, like, thoughts there is, but nobody ever plays it anymore. I was so fucking backwards. I'm very guilty of doing that a lot. This is one of those moments where, I mean, the tanks are off. Like, honestly, we're very regionally specific in this fight where we need to be. Like, tanks should always have this guy in the middle right now. Like, the fact that he's on the side for so long. That's the off point. I've been trying to really focus on it. I've thought something's been off the whole time we've been doing this. And I think that ultimately is it. Like, I think it's once, like, Seiryu jumps to a spot, the tanks just run there, and they don't try to bring him to a different spot like they should, like to the center of the map. They just fight him in an area where he's already at. And I honestly feel like that is the biggest flaw in this fight, the way it is right now. Like, I've been trying to find the flaw, and I've known there's been one the whole time playing. It's been one of the best teams I've had running this fight. But every time I've been in this fight, ever, I've always thought there's been a flaw. And I think ultimately that's what it really is. It's also very questionable that the fact that our warrior has to tell the Dark Knight when to tank every single time, or shirk, so to speak. So there's that too. God damn it. The fact that I made it, I'm just as amazed as you are. Holy hell. Fucking Gran Turismo music, I'm telling you, it's getting me pumped. Oh, wrong side. Oh, well, that was cool. Handprint. It's all good, Steven. %. That's it. Good deal. Oh man, gods be with me. Gods be with me. They're not with me. They're not with me. I want, none of us are gonna get this. I want to say need so bad, but as soon as I do, it's gonna give me like a fucking 14. I should wait here all night long until everybody leaves. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here. You know I've got morality than that. God damn it. I want this FOF so fucking bad, and I'm never gonna get it. Damn it. Why does it have to be? Ugh! Ugh! God, somebody leave. Nobody's leaving. None of us have got this. Damn it, I'm not gonna get it either. Fuck! I hate seeing it. Just never show me this FOF ever again. I always want it, but I never fucking get him. I got him at the beginning of Stormblood, but that shit doesn't happen at the end. Damn it. What did I get? Fucking 4. I didn't get a 4, but god damn it, I didn't get it. I knew I wouldn't. Fucking 36. It didn't even show me what I rolled. But that was my last one either way. I'm glad it dropped. Glad somebody got it. Congrats to you, whoever did. No doubt. It's a hell of a feat. I know what it's like. When I got Lakshmi and Susano, I got so lucky. Byakuya ruined me. I got Susano within my first 10. I had the weapon and the mount. Lakshmi didn't even take me 30. Everything after that's been a nightmare, though. And this fought. You heal off. Way to go. Rolled a 3. Well, damn it. 35 on the dog. I don't think I rolled any better, guys. Don't worry. That was my last Serio of the night, though. Rez, if you want to get in with me and Minato. They want to stay for one more. I'm out. I gotta do something else. Welcome back, Steven. What are y'all running? Yojimbo. Honestly, that's like all I'm gonna run after this. I'm gonna try to get it some Yojimbo. Maybe I'll get the Barding. It's got a little bit of a better drop rate and whatnot. But honestly, I'm kind of just done for the night as far as Seiryu goes. It took an hour to get in here. We had a decent party, but yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty much just kind of like. Oh wow, they're just gonna. Yeah, it's over, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna take a restroom break. I didn't expect to do that. I'm gonna take a restroom break when I get back. I'm just gonna do random shit. See you in a second. Okay. Invite Minato back to the party once I can click on him. But Rez, hey, thanks so much for sticking around, Rez. It was cool, actually, running all that. We got a few more wins. I'm disappointed to say I need a shit ton more. Literally 60 more wins before I can get that mount, probably. That's the way I look at it. I literally went Byakko 99 times. At that rate, I just feel like it's the standard now. But who knows? Yeah, done for it with that for the knot. I'm gonna go ahead and throw us into Yojimbo. I'm super surprised this didn't get an extreme. Like, super surprised. Who knows how long it'll take? It might take a while, but could be my last thing I do tonight. Who knows? I'm just trying to wind down now. I got a little excited, a little upset at the first. Seiryu was fun, a little stressful in some parts, but just trying to wind down now. And thanks for everybody that stuck around through a lot of the stream tonight. Been a hell of a different night, and Twitch people, I'm sorry I've not even gleaned in, but it's all good. And thanks for the host, Swamp, and State of Sun over on Twitch. Definitely thank you for those hosts. Honestly, It's a weird thing you can do on your Twitch channel if you didn't know you could. If you wanted to support me in a different way without even being online, you could jump on the, and I love and hate the self-promotion, but it helps me out, no doubt. You could actually hit that host button on your channel, and when you're not online streaming, I could be on your channel representing something and possibly getting some sort of formidable thing. If you jump in on my Twitch channel, I actually host quite a few different people, from Sly K. Gray Fox to Bunny Tails, who is somebody who is very, very underground, and if you're curious to what she kind of plays, it's been all kinds of stuff from what I've seen so far. You could jump in on Twitch sometime, and I'm usually hosting her when I'm not online myself. There's a couple others that I actually host as well, like Ethis. I sub to Sly, aka Grey Fox, host him as well, but also host Ethis. So there's a few others out there. If you don't know those names, they're definitely worth looking up. Some big Final Fantasy names, or maybe even not. Like Bunny Tails is more like just whatever, nothing specific. And that's just that kind of stream, you know. I've caught it out of boredom and liked it, enjoyed it, and decided to follow it. But that's the thing. One thing I've actually grown to really appreciate is just like, just appreciating other streamers, really. It's a hard thing to do, to actually get your feet in the door with, and once you got your foot in the door, it's a hard thing to actually keep going with. A lot of people lose the confidence to keep going. I myself have all of you who actively follow me, and some of you on Facebook, some of you on Twitter, a lot of you on Discord, and a lot here also on YouTube, but no doubt stuff like that is definitely what keeps a streamer going. So anytime I can help support somebody to help keep them going to do what they like to do, to maybe one day provide the choice to actually do what they like to do the most instead of what they have to do, like myself working an actual job, I'm always down to support, definitely. What I'm really hoping for right now, though, is just the strong fact that I'm really, really, really hoping that we don't have to wait too long for Yojimbo. Looks like we only gotta wait for a tank, but damn it. We'll see. So, Zombie, aside from everything we've talked about tonight, something's got a little negative. What is something you're really looking forward to? I know earlier in Discord you said you're looking to new areas and music. I think the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is the story. Gameplay isn't the biggest reason this game caught me anyway. It's always been pretty much the story. But, like, what are you looking forward to, Zombie? One thing I'm looking forward to is a lot of people coming back that have been away, and just that story. That's been me for the most part. Just people returning in the story. We've already got to encounter a lot of people getting to return, like Clay, and a few others, you know. And that's definitely exciting to me. And anybody else that wants to get on what you might be excited for, that we haven't talked about, maybe. I'm always down to listen, down to hear it. Again, tonight's going to be my last night in Final Fantasy XIV before Shadowbringers, so we can talk it up all we want. Here goes Yojimbo. It's going to be my last thing I do tonight, honestly. I'm not trying to farm Yojimbo. I'm going to do it like once and dip. Like, for sure. Only doing this once. Unless we die, then I'll just do it again out of rage. But other than that, it's my last thing I'm doing tonight. Yojimbo here. I've had a decent night. I've had better nights here, but it hasn't been too bad. It's been decent. Story is a major thing for you. Me as well, really. As much as I love the game, I'm a little nervous about what to expect now. But this story, oh man, it's so good. I can't wait to dive back in. We've been on a cliffhanger for months now. I want to see what's up. Well, welcome back, Minato. Welcome back. We're in there. It's not 2 a.m. It's actually 2:19 a.m. Was waiting for 60 minutes. Holy hell! definitely the last thing I do tonight. The person who said that literally said that they were in a queue waiting for this fight for 60 minutes. Holy shit. I feel like it's a big thing right now, though. A lot of people aren't, like, trying to actually play this game at the moment. A lot of people are taking a break right now until Shadowbringers actually gets here. A lot of us have ran through all of this content. So I feel like that's a big thing right now that's actually going on. Just a lot of people not running through anything currently. Just playing what we got. Or not playing at all. Just ready to go Vieira and start Dancer so you can start the story. I feel ya. That's cool though that you've got two things like that to look forward to. A new class and a new job. Or, well, not class and job, but a new race and a new job. I mean, I'm kind of excited to see what they'll do for a party. It'll be a while before I actually try Dancer myself. Nothing against them. It's just like the style of class that it is, like a buff DPS class. I don't know. It's not my forte as far as something I would like to play personally. But it does sound cool for what it is. I'm excited to play the Gunbreaker eventually. But it's definitely going to be more of a later on down the road type of deal, not on release. Definitely am more inclined to get my Summoner up to 80, then complete the story, then jump in on the Gunbreaker. But still, it's going to happen. It's been bucket listed. Man, this party's been way better than last night. Holy hell. Almost a shame it's gonna be my last one. Oh, monkey! I really, honestly, at this point in me playing this game, don't feel like anybody should just be able to use the LB3 like we do. I don't know, like, it just, like, sometimes you see people use it in the party who are just DPS that, like, you legit, like, know they're not about to do anything good with it. Like, right now it's acceptable. It just made me think of so many unwarranted times where people actually do try to, like, LB3. Which, again, this time was acceptable. It had me thinking of bad times. I've had too many bad times, I guess, to not. Even though all the Seiryu parties went well, waiting for everything up until then was just that bad, I guess. I'm glad that was over with, though. I still need this damn barding, as of apparently does everybody in the group that I'm with right now. I'll never get it. Nope. $46. Yeah, it didn't happen. Thank you for the player accommodation, though, whoever you are. I appreciate you. Notice when you heal, the party doesn't die. Ready to hear the new jingle for when you accept a quest. Ready. That'll be different. I didn't know it changed in expansions. But everybody, that was the last thing for me tonight. I'm tired. A little still upset about the conversations earlier. I just don't know how to feel right now. I want to feel happy and excited, but we've raised questions within me that have led me astray. Tomorrow I will be on with Nier Automata, and the same with Thursday Not, and hopefully in the next 2 days I'll be able to get completion. But for now, everybody, I have so much fun in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. It's been a great game of experience, so much, met so many good people along the way that I cannot even express how much and how grateful I am for the existence of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood's expansion has been in my life. Never have I said a game has been so influential as this one has been, and I completely, totally mean that. Even throughout so many things I'm unsure and talked about and a little worried about as far as Friday comes and the expansion when it does hit, I've had a lot of fun. I plan to be here till the end of Shadowbringers, if not longer. We'll just see how far this game goes. I love the story, it's compelling, and every single one of you that have helped me out and have been along the way for so many different adventures, journeys, grinds, what have you. We've been through a lot, and Stormbringers, listen to me, Stormblood was great, and Shadowbringers is going to be that much better, I feel like, even after adjusting to so many things. I appreciate so many of you for sticking around, watching, getting in on parties, chats, watching on YouTube, watching on Twitch, getting in on Discord, everything along the way. Final Fantasy was a big start to my YouTube channel, but Final Fantasy XIV has been an even bigger window to set things off, to say the least, and so many of you have been around, and I appreciate you all, and for everything that you've helped out with, I appreciate that just so much more as well. But I'm gonna get out of here. And Rez and Minato, thank both of you tonight for jumping in on the parties and helping out with Seiryu, and also you, Jimbo, and everything. I hope you both have a great night, and Rez, thank you for sitting, like, Minato joined in, but Rez sat through a long time of that. It took us literally an hour and like 20 minutes to even get into a party with Seiryu, but I appreciate both of you for getting in there, and Rez, definitely, thank you for sticking around. And that'll be what I think. Everyone will be relearning classes. Yeah, I know, Steven. I know I'll still have fun, but I'm still a little worried. We'll see how it goes. But Minato, you have a good night too. And good night to you as well, Rez. And learning from scratch, yeah, in the nutshell. That's going to be a lot of us trying to figure it all out. And Steven, thank you so much for sticking around and everything as well. And hopefully you enjoy Dancer as much as it looks fun. You know, it's going to be a very buff and specific class in some ways, but no doubt, thank you so much for watching and getting in on everything and sitting through the rants. I know sometimes I get a little I'm very passionate, so sometimes I get a little heated in the rants, and I'm not ever mad, so don't ever think that, but I do feel passion the way I talk about things. But thank you all so much, and again, good night to all of you. Rez, Minato, Steven, Zombie, thank you so much, and I'm glad that you're excited to go into 5.0. I am as well, and the story is going to be a major thing for me as well, and I'm so excited for that. Can't wait for the story. We've been left on a cliffhanger for so long. I want to know what's next. So again, I'll just start over one last time. Rez, Steven, Minato, Zombie, thank you all so much for watching. Everybody else I got in here, Clay, Chaz, Mira, Azunami, all of you, thank you so much for watching tonight and getting in here on the chat. And if you want to get a lot farther with a lot of things here, I know a lot more people jumped in, and I'm sorry if I left you off in any way. But if you want to bring the chat a little farther, you can join us on Discord. You can find the link on the About section in YouTube, and if you want to like and subscribe, you can see more Shadowbringers content when it comes out on Friday. I'll be there midday Friday between 2 and 4 EST PM, or PM EST if you prefer. Also, I will be doing Nier Automata tomorrow and Thursday, hopefully finishing out my third playthrough, and we'll see how all that goes. But until then, until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Your PSN message, well, Minato, this time I will check it at the end. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm getting out of here, I'm very tired. Only means, like everyone else, you care about the success of the game. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see, you know, like we all know. But I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. Till next time. And if you did like and subscribe, I appreciate it. And if you didn't, well, at least you watched the video, and I thank you for that. Until next time, I'm out of here, and hopefully there will be a next time. But I'm gone. If you want to catch me more Final Fantasy XIV, catch me Friday doing Shadowbringers, leveling up my summoner, and further on down the road, we'll be doing Gunbreaker, but main story and everything will be done with the summoner. Oh, Lalafell Tumbles here, which is actually my default summoner character. Anyway, you get it. If you want to see me Sunday, Friday, my bad. I'm so tired. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm that tired. I'm confusing days now. But thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out of here. Good night. Take it easy. Have fun. And maybe you can catch me tomorrow. It'd be nice. It'd be awesome. But till next time, I'm out of here. For real this time. Also, random post-credit self-promotion if you want to support the stream. There's so many ways that you can do it. You can do it from Streamlabs, you can do it from Patreon, or you can do it directly here from YouTube, joining the membership program. And if you'd like to get on that, there's so many different ways that you can down below. But everybody, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Hit me up on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. I'm on Instagram and every social media that you could probably think of, doing random stuff here and there, popping in and out. You'll just be surprised at what I can find. Good night, everybody. Also, again, catch me on Nier Automata. And Thursday, technically. Potentially raging as well. You know, it happens sometimes. You know. But good night, everybody. Yeah. No, for real. Good night, everybody. I'm out of here. Take it easy. Have fun. Thanks for the hugs, Minato. Or the pats. Whatever. I'm out. Good night.